Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is your host Majestic speaking, and today we're going to be looking into some more MechWarrior Online here. In front of me I have the Phoenix Hawk. This is a very special day in MechWarrior Online. They just released the new patch update, and this guy, again, the Phoenix Hawk, has just made its way into MechWarrior Online. This one in particular is one out of 2 hero variants that they made in the installment. So this is the ROC, but I will, as a disclaimer, be putting up a second video which will feature the Quirks, I believe I'm saying that correctly, which is the second hero variant for this guy. So definitely stay tuned. Check out that link in the description, which will lead you to part 2. So, you know, if you want to check out both, you're more than welcome to. If you want to just check out one, see how it plays, this is the first of the 2 installments that I'll be doing. And as I always do with the first releases, I always take out the hero variants, and I master them for you guys so you can get an all-encompassing perspective of exactly what you can expect once you master these guys. So I spent a crap ton of GXP getting these guys upgraded for you guys so that you could see it firsthand exactly how they play out there on the battlefield. You know, complete, 100% complete, fully loaded with modules. You know, they have quirks that are involved with them, and this in particular is a custom loadout. So I'm going to be going through everything with you guys first before we actually hit the battlefield. Let's first go through the hard points, the quirks, and then my loadout. So I first looked at the hard points: 1 ballistic hard point, 3 energy hard points, 2 missile hard points, 2 AMS hard points, nobody gives a shit, and 0 ECM hard points. Now there are some other, you know, of the Phoenix Hawk variants that do have ECM, which is definitely an added bonus. So I'll probably do another video or so after this, and after the other hero variant that incorporates some of those. I'm going to figure out, obviously, which is my favorite of these variants. But as for now, this is the ROC. And for his quirks, he has machine gun rate of fire 35%, missile cooldown 10%, energy range 5%. Then the rest is dealing with torso turn and additional structure, acceleration, deceleration, you name it. Now, these are very generic quirks, so these are applicable across the board. But for me, in particular, I took into account what the entire package, when you pre-ordered this mech, came with. And it came with medium laser cooldown modules and a medium laser, what's it called? Range module. Jeez, I almost forgot. But so I knew that for those 3 energy hard points, if I wanted to incorporate those modules, I was going to do medium lasers. So that's exactly how I built my build around. So I took it in sequence, and I figured, you know what, if I want to make this guy, cater it to my playstyle for this custom loadout, it's got to be short to mid-range brawler. So I took the energy hard points and the missile hard points into the most consideration. The ballistic hard point I left for last in case I had any extra room, which in this case, I do not. I only focused on energy and missile hard points. So obviously, as I mentioned, with those modules placed on there, I catered towards the medium lasers. I filled out all 3 energy hard points with medium lasers, and then for the 2 missile hard points, in sequence of events for priority for me, I said the missile hard points were next. I was able to fit 2 SRM-4s with Artemis. So it definitely comes into play when you factor everything else, and I'm going to go through it with you. Just as a disclaimer, I was trying to fit SRM-6s with Artemis, but unfortunately, when you take in all these other things into consideration with the endosteel, double heat sinks, and ferrofibrous, you know, the double heat sinks don't really have much to do with it, but the endosteel and ferrofibrous, those take up structure hard points. And you know, I wanted to free up more tonnage for myself to incorporate some SRM ammo. I have 2.5 tons on there, but you cannot fit 2 SRM-6s with Artemis if you decide to go with an XL build. So just as a disclaimer, you will have to sacrifice a lot of tonnage to put a standard engine in there, which I do not recommend, in order to fit, you know, if you want to put SRM-6s with, you know, all the bells and whistles of everything else. You cannot fit an XL engine in there, so just let you guys know ahead of time, I was messing with it. SRM-4s do work! So that's what I'm excited about. SRM-4s with Artemis is what I decided to go with. As I said, with 2.5 tons of ammo. It came with a couple jump jets in the default build. I took a couple of them off. I left a couple of them on so that I can still hop around on the battlefield. Again, this is a 45-ton inner sphere medium. And, you know, I completely filled it up with armor. If you look at the dispersion of the hard points, they are all focused in the arms. These things need to be completely filled to the brim with armor, as well as, you know, obviously protect that XL engine. So I have, you know, full armor on the left and right torso. In the head, in the head, I took 2 armor hard points off so that I could fit that double heat sink in the engine. And the mediums are you know, one of the main focus points on a medium is to go for its legs. So obviously I knew that I had to fill up armor in the legs as well. So this thing is completely filled to the brim with armor, except for the head. I took 2 pieces of armor out of there. But otherwise, this thing is completely full. So I have 45 out of 45 tons used, 77 out of 78 slots used, 304 out of 306 armor, 1.33 heat management. Fantastic. It's definitely above my heat management threshold minimum of 1.2, and it has 11 double heat sinks in total, 10 in the engine and that 1 extra that I placed on there. Firepower. On an alpha, it does 32.2 DPS, you know, damage. I guess I could say, I shouldn't say per second, it's just damage in general. But I do have, I'll go through the modules in just a second, but one thing I wanted to harp on, obviously you can put a smaller engine in there. I decided to go with an XL340. Now, the biggest engine you could place in this thing is an XL355, which obviously I don't have the tonnage for, so I stuck with the XL340. It goes 131.6 kph. This thing is flying across the battlefield, and with this kind of loadout, I'm thinking it's going to be really skirmish brawly. Once we make a push, it's really going to come into play by running circles around, you know, heavies and assault mechs, and really, you know, putting that damage, that 32-point alpha, into critical components, and really, you know, and hopefully getting those critical shots for the killing blows. But we'll have to see how it pans out. I'm super excited to take this guy out on the battlefield. You know, obviously I have a custom camo paint scheme on there. Red and black is what I went with, as opposed to the default, which is white and gold. In the cockpit, it comes with the Phoenix Blues standing, hanging, and mounted items. But, you know, again, that's all kind of like null and void in comparison to what the actual loadout is, and now the modules. I'm going to go through the modules really quick. In the pre-package, you know, the pre-order, it also came with radar depth. So I placed the radar depth module on there. I placed a medium laser cooldown module on there, medium laser range module on there, which all came with the pre-order. And then I could have decided between the mech and weapon module. Because my heat efficiency is better than I would like it, you know, better than I anticipated it to be, I should say, at 1.33, I decided to go with a weapon module, SRM4 cooldown. So this thing can fire off both its medium lasers and the SRM4s faster. So we'll definitely take that into consideration. Obviously, I can put, you know, another mech module on there if I wanted to, like the you know, the seismic sensor. You know, this is a very raw build. It's the first day that this mech has come out, so obviously there's a lot more exploring to do, as you can imagine. But as for the consumables, Cool Shot 9x9 and improved artillery strike are the 2 that I decided to go with, just in case we do decide to use our alpha a lot, or we're constantly chain firing and our heat begins to build. You know, we have that cool shot as kind of like a safeguard before we melt from the inside out. That's the approach that I took with this thing. Again, it's a custom loadout catered specifically to my play style and how I like to play. So hopefully you guys can appreciate it from that perspective. Enough banter. 9 minutes in, we need to get to the battlefield, so we're going to launch into the queue right now, and I will see you all there. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty guys, here we go. Our first and only round is going to be on the brand new Frozen City map. It's completely reconstructed now. Super excited to be on this map with the new Phoenix Hawk. So you're seeing both of the brand new content first, between the Phoenix Hawk and now the brand new map. So we're going to have a lot of fun now. I do not like the mini-map at all. I'll say that right now. You know, I'm just going to make do with what I can, and for some reason everyone's standing still. But it's kind of... Wow, this map is big. It's seemingly big. It's a lot different than how it used to be. I like it. Is that a bridge? It is a bridge. Holy smokes. What? Interesting. So really what I'm going to try and do is obviously get into a short and mid-range perspective so that I can, you know, actually engage my targets.
Artillery strike online.
But we're going to have to see how this match plays out. I can't rely on that mini-map. It's just, it gives me a headache. Oh boy. Okay, so first time on this map. I'm gonna go into thermal mode. Okay, so that's there. I see a shadow. Where's that shadow coming from? I think those are my friends, I believe. I hope it's my friends. I can't rely on that mini-map. It's gonna confuse the crap out of me, so I'm just gonna go off my gut instinct of where I should be going relative to the rest of my friends.
They were moving towards the saddle by the dropship.
Yeah, that's pretty much right over there. If that's the dropship.
Set up back there.
Unless there's multiple dropships? Oh my gosh. See, I'm looking at the minimap. Stop looking at the minimap. It's just going to confuse me.
Target acquired.
No siree. Getting that group damage.
Target destroyed. Enemy base is being captured. Heat level critical.
So I'm already heating up. Not good.
Heat level critical.
Gotta use that cool shot already.
Target acquired.
Help out on the stalker.
Critical.
Ugh, don't shoot me.
Target destroyed.
Oh, I got him! Yes! Yes, sir.
Base is being captured.
So we're capping the enemy base.
Acquired. New target acquired. Heat level critical.
Gonna go after that bounty hunter if we can.
Enemy base is being captured. Heat level critical.
Oh, I got him! Wow.
Acquired. Artillery strike online. Heat level critical. Target destroyed.
Nice.
New target
Nice team
acquired.
effort on these guys.
Enemy
Wow.
base is being captured.
Keep on there.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
SRM ammo at 25%.
Gonna do some work right here in the middle now. Nice. He ran right into it. It's 5-4. That's it. I thought we definitely had them outmaneuvered.
New target acquired.
Okay, it looks like the rest of my team is moving in. I'm gonna move in with them. They're gonna try and go for this Jaeger, it looks like.
Target destroyed. New target acquired.
I'm gonna go after him.
Is being captured.
You cannot escape me. Oh, I got him! Woo! Man, what a saucy kill that was.
Acquired.
Going close range with this adder. Help me out, brethren.
Warning, incoming missile. Enemy is being captured. SRM ammo depleted. Target destroyed.
Yes! Another kill for the good guys. Woof! Where are they?
Enemy base is being
Oh, there they are.
captured. Target
And I'm out of ammo.
target destroyed.
Nice! And there he goes! Wow! Woo! For my first time on this map, I really just tried to stick with the team. Holy crap. Oh my gosh, that was intense. 598. 4 kills, 5 assists, 3 times doing a solo kill, and 3 of my 4 kills I did the most damage. Almost 600 damage in this little guy. First round. Well, not first round overall, but first round on this map, I should specify. And look at that! Meltex with the Legend Killer, 1100 damage. Holy cow. But look at the rest of that damage spread. Pretty even across the board. But I'm definitely going to take that one to the bank. Almost 600 damage, 4 kills, 5 assists. What a round on the brand new Frozen City map. So thank you guys so much again for tuning into this episode of MechWarrior Online. I had an absolute blast playing this guy. First time out, first day of its release, and this thing is already giving me great impressions. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you would like, please smash that like button, hit the subscribe button to become royal today, and be in touch with all the new content that I'll be pumping out. I'm going to leave all the links to everything else in the description, so if you want to check out the patch notes, the PDF form and everything, if you want to check that out as well, I will also leave that in the description for you guys, as well as my email in case you want to contact me in that regard. But that's going to do it for this episode of MechWarrior Online. Thank you so much again for tuning in and being here with me on the first day of its release. Again, this is the Phoenix Hawk ROC. I really, really enjoy it. I'm going to have to mess with it some more and see, you know, what other builds are viable, and maybe, you know, do some more videos on it. But for now, that's a first impression look at the ROC. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I sure did. Thank you again for tuning in, and I look forward to seeing you on the next one. Take care, guys.